This video is for you if you work a 9 to 5 job, but you're trying to make it an online business and you want to level up, but you don't know how to level up because every time you get home after work, you feel like you haven't got the time, you haven't got the energy. So I thought I'd make this video and I can really just break down everything you guys need to know, and this is going to help you out tremendously. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hassan Haider. I'm a multi-millionaire. I live in Dubai. I started off in the door-to-door sales industry, and I really believe that's one of the best jobs you can get, and I'm going to explain in a second why that's one of the best jobs, why that helps you so much later on in your career, or whatever you want to call it. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing you want to keep in mind when you're trying to level up and actually escape your 9 to 5 life and build something of your own is to understand that you need to choose the right 9 to 5 job. If you work a 9 to 5 job like construction or like a warehouse job, every time you come home, you're going to be so drained of energy. You're not going to have the energy or time or mental bandwidth to actually do anything else, because when you get home, you're going to be so exhausted, you're just going to crash on the sofa and you're just going to sleep like this or just watch Netflix, and you're just going to have no energy. So what you want to do is you want to work the right kind of job, something which doesn't drain your energy fully. So something like a hotel receptionist at a hotel which isn't very busy. So most of the time you're just working at the front desk, you're on your phone, or maybe you're on your laptop, especially if you work the night shift, it's not very busy, you basically have lots of free time. Or even a security job, which doesn't require you to do much. Now, not a security job outside of a busy nightclub where you're constantly on call, on standby, and you can't do anything else. I'm talking about a security job where you like open up a gate for a front entrance for a gym or something. I remember a few years ago when I was in Coventry living in England, I remember I used to go to this gym at like 2 a.m. sometimes. And I remember there was this guy who would open up the gate at like 2 a.m. because at like 12 o'clock they would shut the gate. And I remember he just sat there in like this little security booth and he would just open the gate every person who would come into the gym. But the point is only like 3 or 4 people would actually come into the gym after 2 p.m. So he wasn't even doing much. Most of the time he was just sat there in his booth on his phone or iPad or laptop. I always would see a bright light in the booth, because remember, it was dark, so you'd see the light and it would stand out. So these are the best kind of jobs you can get. These jobs don't drain your energy. These jobs, you're actually allowed to spend most of your time actually on your phone. Maybe it's an 8-hour shift, but in reality, you're only working 2 hours of those 8. So now you have an extra 6 hours to put onto yourself. Remember, your real work actually comes after your 9 to 5 job, not at your 9 to 5 job. You're never going to get rich or become successful or financially free from your 9 to 5 job. So look at it as just a tool. It's just a means to an end. It's just to supply some cash flow so you can invest that cash flow into yourself or into your business. That's what you want to do. The second thing that will really, really help you level up is use every dead minute in your job. So let's say your shift is 8 hours, 9 to 5, okay? The average shift. Okay. 8 hours is 480 minutes. So every shift you have 480 minutes. But out of those 480 minutes, how many of those minutes are actually you working away where you have to be on the phone, you have to be on the computer, and you're fully focused? The reality is not many. The reality is maybe only 300, maybe 250, maybe 240. There is a lot of free time that you have, especially if you're intentional, especially if you're focused and you're careful with how you spend your time. So let's say your shift is 8 hours. Maybe 4 of those hours are actually free time, but you're not looking at it as free time because you're being an amateur. But if you actually start to change your mindset and you're someone who wants to start using every minute he has, all of a sudden you'll find all this available time where you can listen to audiobooks, listen to a podcast, watch videos like this, plan which videos you're going to film when you get home, plan which content ideas you have, you can write notes, you can talk to some of your business partners potentially if you have any, or connections that you made online. For example, if you're in my community New Money, you can be speaking to the other New Money members as you're at your job, right? You could be joining my group coaching calls while you're at your job. You could be watching the videos in my course at your job. So all these things can actually help you use your time better because you're getting paid for those 8 hours anyway. You might as well use that time and actually level up as opposed to just sitting there looking at the ceiling. Because a lot of people waste time in their lunch break, or they'll waste time when they're at the computer. They finished all the work and they just sit there, because in a 9 to 5 job, you're not incentivized to actually go above and beyond. But if you use that time for yourself, now you are incentivized. And if you guys want to join my community, book a one-on-one call below with me, link in the description. Book a call. It's actually me doing the call. I'll go through your situation and give you more details on how you can scale, how you can level up. The next point I've written down here is your real work day starts when you get home. I really want you to understand this and internalize this. Going to work is not work. Going to work is just for you to survive and pay your bills and have a bit of money left over so you can invest in an online community or coaching like Maya One, or invest into your business in software, or maybe a VA, or whatever you need, okay? Maybe buy a laptop, whatever you might need to actually help you grow your business. That's what the 9-to-5 job is for. The 9-to-5 job is not meant for actually putting money away towards a 401k, the stock market, crypto. Fuck that. You don't need to do that. Take the money from your 9-to-5 job and deploy it fully into yourself, because that can 10x, 100x in value. You investing in stocks is not going to 100x. That's going to go up 5 to 10% every single year. And if you put a couple K into the stock market at this age, it's not going to do anything for you. You need to focus all of your efforts on increasing your cash flow, going from 2 or 3K a month to 20, 30K a month. That's what you should be focusing on. This is why I always tell people the hardest stage of your entrepreneurial journey is when you're working a 9-to-5 job, because that is when you got to work the job and come home and build something. You don't have any employees. You still need to go to the gym. You still need to eat food like a normal person. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, you probably haven't got the money to hire a maid and a cleaner and all these things. So you're trying to do everything as one person, which makes it so difficult, which is why I always say time and time and time again, this is why you need an online community. You need online connections. People can help you. If it's just you, Mr. Isolated, by himself, it's going to be difficult to climb the ranks. If you have other people feeding you the right information, focus on this, do this, do that. It's going to be much easier for you to level up. So if you want to join New Money, which is the name of my online community and coaching, book a one-on-one call with me below, guys. I'll go through your situation, give you guidance, help you. And it's actually me fucking speaking to you. I say this all the time. It's not someone on my team. It's not some random closer. It's actually me. Okay, so book a call below, and it'll be me speaking to you. I'll help you out. Next point I want to talk about is most people come home and see it as like a victory. Like, all right, I finished the workday. And they'll watch Netflix. They'll watch random movies. They'll play video games. They'll do drugs, alcohol, eat junk food. If you start seeing your 9-to-5 job as a means to an end, as soon as you finish your job, you'll have a different mindset. You'll think, job done. Okay, great job. All right, now time for the real job. Now time for the actual money making. The job is just something you got to do in the short term. Don't get emotionally attached to it. Don't go above and beyond at your job. Don't try and impress your boss so much. Forget that. Save all your energy, all your power for when you get home. That's where it's going to make the difference. The next thing you want to do is have a clear schedule for when you get home, and you want to batch your tasks together. So I've actually written it down here on my computer. Have a clear work schedule after you get home. So for example, every day when you get home, have the same schedule. Like, okay, when I get home, I'm going to get changed. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to get fresh. I'm going to eat some food. Maybe I'm going to train half an hour at home and do some push-ups or body weight exercises. Or I'm going to go to the gym. Maybe you go to the gym 3 times a week and lift weights, so that you then have the other 4 days of full focus. And like, get locked in, right? Maybe you go gym twice in the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday you can go gym, and then maybe like Tuesday and Thursday as well. You can like split your workouts like that. Or if you go 3 times a week, maybe you can even go Friday night, Sunday, and then even a Wednesday or something. Again, then the rest of the days you can really, really focus. But anyway, find a routine that works for you. Be militant with your tasks and batch your tasks. Batch them together, okay? So for example, if you're doing content, film like 5 videos at one time. Don't just film 1 video and then another video. Film 5 in one go, and then maybe that's all your videos for the next week done, for example. Like, really be efficient with how you spend your time. If you need to do outreach, do all outreach messages in one go. Don't wait and send 3 outreach messages, then take an hour break and then send another 3 outreach messages. Be professional. Start taking yourself seriously. If you take yourself more seriously and you treat yourself as an entrepreneur and a serious businessman, even though you're working a job at the moment, even though you're not making much money, it will only be a matter of time before you are actually a serious businessman and you are moving like a professional. You have to act like a professional to become a professional. You have to act like a millionaire before you become a millionaire. And as a millionaire, I'm telling you guys, you have to actually be militant and structured and have a routine. If you don't have a routine while you're working a 9-to-5 job, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to actually level up. We've talked about time quite a lot in this video, how you need to be careful with your time, manage your time wisely, but I want to talk a bit more about energy. Your energy is even more important than your time, because if you're actually really focused and locked in, you can get more done in 1 hour than most people get done in 2 or 3 hours, which means by definition, your energy is even more important than your time. Every one of us has the same 24 hours, but it's about how much you get done. It's about how locked in you are. It's about how focused you are, about how much you want to actually succeed. So when you go throughout your day, don't argue with colleagues. Don't waste your energy arguing with your girlfriend or your friends or your parents. Don't randomly have debates with people. Don't gossip about things that don't need to be gossiped about. Like, don't randomly talk shit. Save and conserve your energy for the most important tasks. Don't be one of those people who just gives out his energy to everybody. Don't eat junk food, which is going to slow you down and make you lethargic. When you come home, eat a healthy meal. It's going to boost you with energy. Have a shower and get straight to it. You don't need a fancy morning routine. You don't need a fancy evening routine. Just focus on what you need to do. Another thing is have a good sleep schedule. Even though you're trying to get as much done as possible, don't start sleeping 4 hours a night because you're trying to get more done. If you work a 9-to-5 job, there's still plenty of time to work a good few hours every single night without you compromising your sleep massively. Maybe you can't sleep 8 hours. Some days you're going to have to sleep 7.5 hours, maybe 7 hours, maybe 6.5 even. But try your best to get around 8 hours sleep, especially if you notice it makes a big difference for you. The extra hour, hour and a half of sleep is going to be more important than that extra hour of work, which you're not really even doing anything. Maybe you're just in no man's land and you're kind of focused, kind of not, distracted, tired, hungry. When you're working, make sure you're working. When you're having fun, make sure you're having fun. When you're sleeping, make sure you're sleeping. Like, don't be doing things in the middle. A lot of people just sit on their bed and relax. Don't relax and just sit on your bed and doom scroll. You might as well use the extra half an hour to sleep, and then you get more recovery, and then the next day your brain is going to be sharper and more focused. The next point, use your weekends wisely. So in most 9-to-5 jobs are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 5 days a week. When you have your weekend, Saturday and Sunday, these are the most important days and hours of your life. These are the hours that are really going to make or break your life. Because on an average day after your 9-to-5 job, maybe you can work like 4 hours. But on a Saturday, you can work like 12 hours. On a Sunday, you can work 12 hours. So each Saturday and Sunday is the equivalent of like 3 days of normal time. So Saturday plus Sunday is like 6 days. So that's so much more time than an average weekday. So you got to make sure you're super focused on that Saturday, super focused on that Sunday. Don't waste your Saturday just having fun, telling yourself, oh, it's okay. Because you just wasted effectively 3 weekdays. When you have your Saturday, sure, you don't have to work every minute of the day, but try and get ahead because all the other people working a 9-to-5 job, they're thinking to themselves, let me take time off, let me relax. If you can stay focused, you can really, really make some progress and really catch up on the version of yourself you have to be to actually quit that job. So the best advice I can give any of you working a 9-to-5 job is treat the Saturday and Sunday of your life like the most important days. Don't go out drinking on a Friday night thinking, wow, it's the weekend, time to get fucked up. On Friday, stick to the plan. Come home, have a shower, get changed, feel fresh, maybe listen to some music, get yourself in the mood, get yourself hyped, and then go to bed at the same time. Like, get locked in, and then Saturday and Sunday, repeat the process. Think about it, guys. What's more important to you? Having a couple weekends where you get to do what you want and you get to live your life, or you actually getting ahead and then having financial freedom and you can go where you want, you can do what you want, you have control of your time. The biggest blessing in the world is being able to do what you want when you want, traveling where you want. Just a couple of days ago, I was in Romania. Now I'm back in Dubai. In a few days, I'm going to be going to Miami. After Miami, I'm probably going to be going to New York City, going to LA. I might be going back to Romania, or maybe I'm going to go to Greece, but I'm going to go somewhere in Europe. Maybe I'll come back to Dubai for a bit. I want to wrap a few more of my cars. I'm thinking of buying an SVJ. I'm thinking of some different moves I want to make. The point is I have freedom to do what I want. Don't waste that time, because that time, those Saturdays and Sundays, are going to get you over here, which is where you actually ultimately want to be. The last point I want to make is use your salary to fund your business and your escape, not your lifestyle. Let's say you make a few $1,000s a month from your 9-to-5 job. It's very, very easy to sit there and think, oh, I can afford to buy nice clothes. I can afford to travel here. I can afford to go do this. I can afford to buy these expensive drinks on the weekend with my girl, and we're going to go to this bar and buy expensive cocktails and all these things. Don't think like that. What you want to be thinking is every dollar I get from my 9-to-5 job, besides basic food and a gym membership, like literally the minimum necessities and paying for your phone bill, for example, every other dollar, invest it back into your business or invest it back into yourself. Get in the right rooms of people. Join my online community. Get coached by a multimillionaire who can show you exactly what to do. Don't waste your money. If you buy some Versace robes, I know I have a lot of Versace robes. I'm not sure if you can even see them in the back. I have a lot of these. I like these. But I'm a multimillionaire. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to flex. I'm saying this because I only just bought these things now. I didn't buy them when I was on the come up and I had no money and I was trying to figure things out. Get the money rolling, get the cash flow, quit your 9-to-5 job, and then buy nice things. Then go on fancy holidays. Then buy nice watches. Then buy nice clothes and nice restaurant meals and fancy dinners and taking your girl out here and there and going to Nobu. Don't do that until you're actually set up. Otherwise, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Focus on taking that capital from your job and actually investing it into your skills, into your content. Don't blow that money on alcohol and other dumb shit. And that's the biggest problem with 9-to-5 jobs. It makes people comfortable. People become comfortable and reliant on a paycheck. They get used to the idea of every 2 weeks I get paid or every month I get paid. And they're always waiting for that day at the end of the month or every couple of weeks where they get that paycheck. And they're like, wow, the money hit. And I relate to that. I remember when I was working my door-to-door sales job, every Friday we would get paid. So it was weekly. And every time I'd check my phone, this was literally me. I check my phone, I go on it, I check the bank, I refresh it like this, and I saw the money hit. And it would feel super good. And even if I was annoyed at my door-to-door sales manager, even if I got pissed off at him, and I was thinking, like, fuck this guy, I don't like this job, as soon as I saw that paycheck hit, it'd be a nice feeling. And if he didn't pay me, let's say he was late with the payment, I remember being super annoyed, like, why is the payment late? And it would bother me. And even though I knew I wanted to quit that job, even though I knew I wanted to do something else, every time I got that paycheck, every time that money landed, I was feeling a bit good about myself. It's like, oh, I have money now. I can buy things. I can buy new clothes. I can go here. I can do that. I can do that. It's a nice feeling having money in your bank, especially if you've been working a job for a while and you've managed to save up a bit of money, whether it's 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K. It depends on your age also. If you're 28 listening to this video and you've been saving money for the last 10 years from a 9-to-5 job, well, then you might have a lot of money left over. You might have a lot of money saved up, but that money isn't making you rich. That money doesn't give you financial freedom. What you need is cash flow, and you're only going to get cash flow from your own business or working maybe as a high-ticket closer for another person's online business. You're not going to get rich from a basic 9-to-5 job. So I can't stress this enough, guys. Invest that money into yourself. If you guys want me to give you a custom, tailored 9-to-5 escape plan, whatever you want to call it, book a one-on-one call with me below. Link in the description. I can help you guys. I've helped so many people escape the 9-to-5 job. Literally thousands of people have quit their job, traveled to their favorite countries, moved in with some other people from my community. They started living together, starting businesses together, buying nice cars, buying nice watches, retiring their parents. People have changed their life. I can help you guys do the same. I've been running this community now for 4.5 years, since November 2021. And now we're in May 2026. Actually, I think we're in June 2026. Yeah, today's the 1st of June. So the June 2026, 4.5 years, bro. Coming up to 5 years in 5 months. That's crazy. So I can help you guys. Book a one-on-one call. See you guys below. Ciao.